Hey guys, it's Jerry Schreck from VarietyTrainer.com, and today I'm going to do a product review on the Rotator. The Rotator is here's a Rotator. That's what it looks like. It's a angle piece of equipment with multiple different attachment settings, which is basically designed to help promote and increase in flexibility in the shoulder joint, the shoulder capsule, as well as strengthening the rotator cuff muscles that surround the existing shoulder joint. When I first got this piece of equipment sent to me and I was asked to review it, I'll admit I was a little confused on how I had some ideas and I had, okay, you do this, you do that, but it was a little confusing at first to figure out, but after I played around with it a little bit, I got the angles down. And we looked at they sent a really nice chart with it, and they sent a DVD with it. The DVD probably was the most important aspect of the instructional piece on how to figure out how to use this properly and get all the angles set up. But it comes with this strap. I'm going to demonstrate how to use this first. It also has a strengthening piece here for strengthening the rotator cuff. I'm going to be honest, this, not so much interested in for the strengthening purposes of internal and external rotation. I actually believe you can do these exercises just with a piece of tubing and tying it to something and being very strict in your range of motion as to what you're going to be doing with it. But I'll come back to this in a second. So I wouldn't necessarily buy the Rotator just as a strengthening tool. Now, let's talk about the flexibility portion of the Rotator. I thought this thing was phenomenal for the applications of increasing one's range of motion, and wow, it works. It works really good. I was a little, I can stretch my shoulder out and things, but for the applications of really getting a good, deep, internal, external stretch and really gaining range of motion, this thing really did a great job. I was actually surprised at how well a job this does. Let me just demonstrate one stretch, and I'm not going to demonstrate everything because that's going to take too long. But let's say, let's go behind the back. So all you have to do is you put your hand in through the strap. That's what the strap does. And you kind of leave your hand relaxed. Put your elbow in this crook. Relax my upper back, okay, retract my shoulders down. I'm in this position, and then I'm just going to push, and it just gives just enough stretch. And I have a tight shoulder. So that's why when I was asked to really work with this piece of equipment, I was kind of intrigued by it because my shoulders tend to be a little tighter than what they should. I need to do more mobility work and stuff, but the rotators really help to work and increasing that range of motion. But doing this in multiple different positions, you get this thing can set up so many different ways, and it works really well at increasing that range of motion. Now, who would this benefit for? I'm telling you right now, anyone who has limited range of motion. An athletic trainer, a physical therapist, this is would save you time. This would be worth the money really well. As for an athlete, if you're an athlete who typically goes and sees their trainer before practices and things to gain range of motion, where the trainer's laying you on the table and manipulating your shoulder and giving manual stretches and getting it just right and getting it loose, the Rotator could come in very handy for you in that you wouldn't have to see the trainer. Once you learn how to use this piece of equipment, boom, stretch, it's lightweight, easy. You can take this on the road if you're traveling with a team where your trainer can't maybe go with you, or you go there and you don't have to worry about finding a trainer or someone to stretch you out, or a coach who's maybe not have the right angles down. This piece of equipment would be an extremely valuable tool for someone like that, like a volleyball player, a pitcher, a swimmer, pretty much anyone you would think. I could be just for about any athlete in that matter, if you start thinking about it and breaking it down. So in regards to that, I thought this Rotator was an extremely valuable tool where this could really be productive for someone in that setting, in the athletic setting. And that's kind of what I did the performance review for, was towards athletics, not rehab and rehabilitation and all that other stuff. But if you were getting it because of post-surgery things, I would definitely recommend you go over it with your physician or your physical therapist trainer prior to going and just doing the flexibility stuff. But A+ on the flexibility, and I'll tell you what, when you're done, you feel great. Now, as far as the strengthening, let's go back to that. The strengthening, you easily loop it in here, okay, and it has all instructions, and you can see how you'd be pulling this, you know. Obviously, it's set up a little differently than that, but you internal, external, you can do it in multiple different ranges of motion, and the DVD does a very good job of showing you how to set that up and do it. I wouldn't buy this tool as a strict strengthening thing. I would buy it as a flexibility, and it's phenomenal. This is phenomenal. If I were buying this tool for flexibility, I would upgrade. I would go and get this. It's a couple bucks. It's not much more, I don't believe. It's all the information's at the Rotator.com on their website. But if you were going to go and get this, you might as well get this as well. And because this does do a good job, I just think you don't need it. You could do it with regular tubing. I'm just being completely honest. It is a review, and I'm reviewing the product the way I think and my personal beliefs. But if I were buying this for myself to use on the road, if I was an athlete or not, I would upgrade. I get this as well because it is a nice feature. You don't have to worry about tying the tubing to anything. And you can adjust by different multiple ranges of motion, and it also adjusts for the tension. Okay, so you can progressively increase your strengths as you are building up your internal, external rotators or your rotator cuff muscles. Okay, so my overall thoughts on to sum all this up, the rotator, I really like this tool for flexibility. I think it's a phenomenal tool, and it definitely has its place in athletics. I can see how it can, or in the athletic training room, the physical therapy office. You could free up a trainer easily, so they wouldn't have to take time to manually stretch a shoulder out every day. If they taught the athlete how to use this, it could be a very valuable tool. And to take on the road for teams. I already mentioned that. Strengthening, yes, it does work. It will work great for you. You know, but for flexibility, A+. A+ as far as the flexibility is going, the way this is designed. Once you figure it out, and once you learn how to use it, it definitely works. So, there you go. The Rotator, therotator.com. And, yeah, check it out. Go to the website. I'll have it attached there as well. And give it a look. It could be very beneficial to you or your team if you're a coach. And again, thank you. This is Jerry Schreck from VarietyTrainer.com. The Rotator, guys. Have a good day.